Evening all, welcome to, well, Eve, that's a bit of a strange saying for me. So we're doing a talky one today. We're carrying on with our red versus blue. And I thought I'd share some thoughts with you on this endeavour. Red versus blue is bloody fun, and I mean really, really fun. So if you fancy some easy, simple PvP where you don't have to go looking for it, where it's on your doorstep, where it's kind of light-hearted and also where you'll never be podded, and if you are, you'll be recompensed for it, then Red versus Blue is perhaps for you. And I think I'm surprised at how good it is. However, the reason I'm doing a talky one today is our last gang action actually got no kills. So there's no kills in this. There's some interesting fights, well, one, and there's pretty much no kills. So I'm going to talk about Eve today. And the reason I am is because FanFest is now fast approaching, and I think we've looked. Well, I have always looked generally at FanFest for the last few years to do with Dust. And I think as I'm kind of finding my groove once more with Eve, I'm actually interested to see what's maybe coming through with Eve. There is so much I still don't know about this game, but be clear, I played it for 10 years, and then I stopped playing. Well, I played it maybe properly for 9, and then I stopped playing for maybe 2. And it's been about 2 years since I stopped playing, and in that time, I have lost all knowledge of this game, more or less. Even just simple stuff like, I don't know, the dueling system. That was a surprise to me. That's a nice addition. I quite like that. But just all of the cruisers seem to have changed. All of the ships, a lot of ships seem to have been renamed. There's new stuff that I've never seen before. Mining frigates? What? And that's just one example. There just seems to be loads and loads of stuff that I just have no clue what it is, how it works, what it's supposed to do. And actually, that's quite a nice feeling. I think probably one of the nicer things of the game is learning again, actually, what's different and what's changed and what's new. So here we go. This is our failed attempt to kill a cyclone. My God, this thing tanks. Did they always do that? I swear to God, some of the Tech 1 stuff that I would never use a stabber. Ever, because it's crap. But apparently it's quite good now, and I'm in it, and it's actually not bad at all. It's like I don't know, it's pretty good, I must admit. I think there's a lot of ships that I just never would have. I dismiss them entirely. Like Thrashers, I've always known have been great Alpha Strike weapons, but so it's all been a bit of a surprise to me how good some of these guns are getting. So. Yeah, I think it's all learning process, but, and this is the most important thing, and this is also the reason for the video, I'm actually quite enjoying it. So I'm getting into it, and I think, post in the comments what you'd recommend we do next. I think we're going to stick with Red versus Blue because it is fun, and I think if you want to join us, just join Blue. We've got TeamSpeak and comms like that. Just, come join us. Just use an alt if you wish, and that's perfectly cool. If you want to fight against us, that would be also very cool. Just join Red, and then we'll have a channel, we'll go and fight, and we'll have some fun. None of it's serious, so don't think you're going to bring your Tech 2, interceptors and your Tech 2 blah blue, dewberry berries. You're not, because we won't fight you. This is designed to be cheap PvP, because, while we're stupendously wealthy in this game, Willy Boy, me, others, we actually don't have a lot of Liquidisk, because if you do have a lot of Liquidisk, then you're doing it wrong, seriously. And as he jumps through, look at that, absolute pro to him. And I've seen that tactic before a few times, but I just didn't know cyclones could tank that much. But again, I guess you look at the fleet we had on the gate, there wasn't a lot of damage there. I think we were breaking his tank eventually, but it's all good stuff. I think it's it's all an emerging part of the game that I'm actually surprised I'm quite enjoying. I think for too long, 0-0 is just, it's a very restrictive place. Even though it feels liberating, it's actually not. And I think, yes, you can do so much out there. You can go and have dominance over systems, but it's pretty dead as well. And it doesn't feel, I don't know, it doesn't feel as lively as maybe what we're doing here, which is, that in one system along, there is PvP to be had, and it's friendly PvP. It's not, fuck you, bro. Oh, got you. Oh, lol. What's that fit about, mate? It's none of that pretentious elitist bollocks that we see far too much in games such as this. And I think it's quite nice just to have a bit of a brawl with a Tech 1 Rifter, to be quite honest with you. So I'm loving it, and I think in summary, I think if you have an alt, if you have just you want to have a bit of fun, then come and let's go and do some stuff in Red versus Blue. Now we're going to look at some other stuff as well. We're never ever going to get into the game like I used to, and I mean it ever. because it was just too much. I mean, 2 Titans and multiple motherships, and building these things in a production line, and alliance, politics, and all the backstabbing. It's just like, oh, go suck a dick. It's like, I don't want to do that. And when I look at, I mean, let me tell you a story. We had, when Planetary Conquest started in Dust, we had a particular corp or alliance, probably an alliance, who claimed land next to us. So we thought, well, the game is to fight. Let's go and attack them. So we attacked them. And within minutes of placing the attack, we had their leader, quote, contacting me saying, oh, we need to talk. And it's like, why? So I was like, okay, let's talk. But I put him off. And so literally about half an hour before the fight started and we're all getting ready, he then, contacts me and he says, and this is typical of somebody who's played EVE too long and thinks there's some interplanetary overlord, master diplomatist or whatever you call it, because they were lost to EVE completely. They were literally Tron within EVE. And he was saying to me, oh, but we're a powerful empire and we'll work with you and we'll pay you and throw the match and we'll work alongside you and we'll give you money and, you can marry my sister and it's just like, and I remember literally looking away from the screen in disgust at how these guys were trying to avoid a fight. And it's like the whole purpose of Dust and the whole purpose of EVE is to fight. I hate to say that. Some people would disregard that. But the games are made for entertainment, and the games have their fighting mechanic is core to the game. And it's just a game. So why wouldn't we fight? I was completely sort of like mind shattered from the whole endeavor, because it was like, what's his problem? Seriously, it's just a game. Enjoy it. And unfortunately, that still seems to be a very prevalent thing. So some people have been kind of already whispering into my ear about Dirtnap Squad. Apparently, they own all the districts in Malden Heath now, or something of that nature. And it's because they're paying corporations, like 40 million a week to hold it for them, which again is just like, wow. I mean, seriously, why? I can imagine some people wanting to dominate Malden Heath as Genghis Khan once did to the planet, and he just said, right, I want this. But he didn't kind of do it like that. I mean, what they're basically saying there is they've just created like a socio-political empire to completely fuck over the map. And they're not really winning it because they're good. They're winning it because they're spending money. And yeah, that's not... But I don't care. And again, I'm not having a go at Dirtnap Squad. I'm not having a go at any of these dudes. To be honest, I don't care about you. I really don't. I think the game's there to have fun, and I'm having fun. Hope you enjoyed that. We'll see you next time.